All right, here's the latest four-wheel drive project. I gave up on the Chevy truck after some advice from a friend. So I went out and spent way too much money on this Jeep. As you can see, it either rolled or something fell on it. I think something fell on it because it kind of went right across here with the damage all the way to the hood or the windshield. So I bought it. It was a non-running, non-driving, no start, no nothing. And I assumed because in the pictures, the hood wasn't open. I thought that it was jammed shut so they couldn't jump start it. But after we got it here, the hood did open, but it still didn't start. So I started looking around and I found this. So when I got in here to drive this, I went to push the clutch pedal and it was like this. So I thought to myself, well, maybe it wouldn't start because the clutch sensor wasn't being pressed in. So I Googled, found a video from Bleep and Jeep where if you go over into the glove box over here and you put a fuse right here in the automatic transmission spot, it's a clutch bypass essentially. So I stuck a fuse in there and it started clicking. So I put a battery in it and it fired up. Now I crawled under here to find out why this pedal was so loose. And if you look up here, it has a little kind of like ball and socket. Right up here. And it wasn't disconnected, kind of like, or it wasn't connected, kind of like it is now. Let me get a better view. Right there. And so I moved the clutch pedal. Hook that back up. What do you know? There's a clutch now. So that was the fix for that. But so we turned this from a non-running, non-driving to a starting and driving so far. But it has, hold on. But it has a lot more work to it. The top, sadly, not sure if that's going to be savable. This door's a little bent. But what we're going to do today is this was all pushed in. I've already pulled it out a little bit, but it broke the power steering pulley. Nothing's there right now. So we're going to replace that and the radiator because the fan hit the radiator and made a mess of it. So we got a new radiator, we got a new power steering pulley. We're going to get those put on and maybe go for a drive. Let's get started on the radiator. Looks like we have two like 7mm bolts on either side, and then a couple hose clamps, and we'll get started. All right, as you saw in that last video, or last clip, we got the radiator out. Mounts are kind of bent, hoping the next one will go in smoothly. Had to pull the power steering pump off. I didn't have to, but the reservoir was broken. And a new reservoir was $40, and a new pump was $60. So, bought a new pump. And now I gotta figure out how to press on pulley because none of the ones they had came with it. So we got the pulley. We have probably some instructions. Press that on to this guy. Put that in the Jeep. And then belt on. And then radiator. And then we got coolant, power steering fluid. We'll make it happen. All right, we're finally back working on the Jeep. I have gone through, let's see, this is the third radiator. The first two off of eBay both came leaking, and they leaked right here. It wasn't crimped properly on both of them. So I just got a refund, went over to O'Reilly's, got an expensive O'Reilly's one, and it didn't leak, so worth it. And then after that, I found out that I was not getting warm air into the cab. So I did a quick thermostat change, which is right here. It's 2 bolts and super easy. And filled it back up with coolant. And I think it's about ready. Thought about switching over to an electric fan, but not going to do that yet. I think mechanical is pretty reliable. So I started looking into replacing this. See, it's got the dent right there. So I can't put new glass in it if I wanted to, and plus that won't seal up. So if you're looking to remove your windshield frame or to just tilt it forward, there's one bolt here. It's a T40. And then when you come into the cab, there's going to be one here. And then another one on the inside, also T40s. And then the video I watched, the guy undid these. But it obviously moves with the window. So I didn't have to undo those, even though I did. Maybe because I broke it. I don't know. But I found a new windshield frame on eBay, of all places. And it was only 180 bucks. So I bought a new windshield frame, and then I'll have to have someone put a glass in it. But that's that. I vacuumed it out. It's looking nice. I need to get a soft top and figure out what to do with this hard top. Might be able to sell it. I don't know. Might be able to save it. Build it out of duct tape or something. I don't know. But today, I can do an oil change on it. Just do some basic maintenance. So I got oil. I got 5W30, which I think is what it takes. Isn't that what the cap said on it? Shoot. It says 10. Just kidding. Might not be doing an oil change today. Unless I got some 1030 kicking around somewhere. No! Dang it all. Alright, just kidding. Not doing an oil change. I was kind of excited. What is this one? Oh, it's like a quart of that. Shoot. Okay. Well, maybe I'll run back over there and see if they'll trade out my bottle of 530 for some 1030. Get it done. All right, we're ready for the oil change on the Jeep. Got the oil. Got the filter. There it is. And she's ready. If you look right down here on the passenger side, that is the oil filter. Even though mine is completely covered in sludge. And if we crawl under the Jeep, I don't think it matters which side because it's right in the middle. There's your drain plug. Assuming it's stock, mine has a 14 millimeter bolt. And we'll drain it on out. Like so. Once it's drained out, we'll work on the oil filter. So the oil is now drained, and so I broke this loose. You should just be able to spin her off, let the remaining oil drip into the pan, and we'll get a new filter on it. We got the new oil filter on, and got her filled up with the required 1030. And I don't know if I posted a video yet, but we indeed got this thing running. So, oil changed. Let's fire her up. Make sure that the oil pressure comes up and consider that a win. Change the oil right at 171, 700, and she is about ready. Hopefully watching this will help you with your oil change. This is on the 4-liter straight 6 99 Jeep Cherokee, and that'll be it for this video. Stay tuned for more. We're going to finish building this and go off-roading in it here soon. Enjoy.